Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Silvia Cucina. I want to talk to you about one mantra or one phrase that I'm sure all of you are very familiar with. Recently, I started to see all over social media that this statement is wrapped around shame. That psychotherapists or psychologists don't agree with this statement. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger? Or does it? This is very familiar, especially to people who have experienced loads of trauma. It can be used as mantra. It can be used as a way to cope. But is it true that if something doesn't kill you, it will make you stronger? So let's explore that. Let's see what's truth and what isn't. If you would look at what doesn't kill you makes you stronger itself and take it literally, you could argue that it's not true, because what doesn't kill you, and in that case we will talk about, let's say, trauma, childhood trauma, developmental trauma, complex trauma, relational trauma. So those wounds that you will have on your soul, if you want, try to heal it. If you want, try to process and overcome that pain. That thing will leave you very broken, very vulnerable, in hurt, pain, and it will leave you very disconnected from your own needs, from yourself, from your emotions. So rather it making you stronger, it will make you weaker in a sense, lost, because you will not know who you are, what you want. You will constantly looking at other people, comparing yourself, being afraid of judgment. Exactly. Your life will be seen through the lenses of fear. Life will be dangerous. You won't be comfortable. You will feel like you have to be in survival mode. You will have your guard up. You won't trust others. So this is one part of it, where we do need to look at that aspect. Trauma doesn't always make you stronger, especially when you're not aware of it, especially when you just behave certain ways and you think it's part of your personality. You think it's part of who you are. And I'll be very honest with you, there was time in my life when I also believed some part of my behaviors were part of my personality. Only when I started to work on myself, I realized it's not actually who I am at all. I'm so much more than that. But I didn't see that, I didn't understand that until I started the process of healing and changing. And I remember the first time when I heard, oh, Sylvia, you had childhood trauma. And I was like, what you on about? Like, I don't have any childhood trauma. I don't have it. It was my norm. It was all what I knew. It was, I don't know, you got that wrong. But I stayed in therapy. I stayed and I was exploring. I was curious. And the more I went in, the more I realized, holy shit, maybe my childhood wasn't as fantastic as I thought it was. Maybe I do have some wounds that I have to heal. You know, one of my beliefs because of that was I always felt like I wasn't enough. I always felt like I wasn't good enough. So I was trying to always prove myself and prove that I am worthy of something, but I didn't feel it myself. I had to get validation from other people so I could feel that myself. I remember when I was very young, we're talking about 4 or 5, when I saw things happening around me, when I saw and experienced things happening to me, I remember I was closing my eyes and I was thinking, you got this, it will be fine, it will pass. And I think it was in a song, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And when I heard this, when I was a child, and I said, that's it. That's what it is. That's what I needed. So in that moment, I took it as my own mantra. And that mantra helped me really survive the toughest times of my life. So when I wanted to give up, when I was really at the verge of that's it, whatever, I don't care anymore, I keep saying this to myself: what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And at the time, I was maybe 10. So that sentence, that statement really, really helped me get through the toughest times. It wasn't easy, but I'm so grateful to this day that I actually heard it and I took it. Because for a long time it was my belief. It was something that I took on, and it helped me. It helped me survive. It helped me find a hope in me, but also strength in me. That statement reminded me that I have strength. So coming back to the statement, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. On a grand scheme of things, no, it doesn't. As I said, trauma will leave you broken, disconnected, and hurt. But if you are experiencing trauma, or if you are aware of the fact that you had trauma and you don't know how to heal and you don't know how to help yourself, you don't maybe want to attend therapy, that's fine. But find something that will help you reconnect with yourself. Find something that will help you reconnect and come back and remind yourself of who you are, what you need, of your own strength, of your own resilience in those tough times. Because when you do, you can come and overcome any hardship. When you overcome your own past, you will see a brand new version of yourself. So what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It will make you stronger. It will build resilience. It will build a character. It will add to your personality different assets, different values, things that you didn't even know you had or didn't think you even could do or exist. But it comes with the healing. It's at the other end. It doesn't come straight away. So when trauma happens, yes, it floors us, it breaks us, makes us very vulnerable. But on the other side of that, there is healing. On the other side of the healing, there is strength, there is resilience. For you to shift, to change, to see things from a different perspective. We learn a lot through tough times. We learn, we evolve, we grow with tough times. And if we would look at life itself, life will make things different. Life is a journey that is not always easy. It will challenge, it will break, it will show, it will do different things. But the main thing, what it does, it helps us grow. It helps our soul to grow. It helps us make decisions that maybe we wouldn't at first. Life constantly will push you out of your comfort zone. Life will constantly want you to go forward, not backwards, but forward. And we, all of us, might look at one thing from a different perspective, from different angles. It's not about what's wrong or what's right. It's about what does it do to you? Why do you believe that? Because this is your path. Every single human on this planet has a different path to overcome, different challenges, different lessons. And your job is to keep passing those tests. Your job is to overcome those challenges, to come out of your comfort zone, to make decisions that will maybe make you uncomfortable, but will help you in a grand scheme of things. Life is a huge school for a soul. And only very courageous souls will come here. So give yourself that. And as I said, all of us might look at different things from different perspectives. We might take different roads, but the end goal is always the same for everyone. To go further, to grow, develop, and to learn. So paths might be different, but the end goal is the same for all of us. So coming back to what doesn't kill you make you stronger, I don't agree with shaming people for their beliefs. I don't agree with people who try to tell you that your beliefs are wrong and you better change that because you're broken, you're this, you're that, so you're not strong. Your trauma didn't make you this, didn't make you that. It's not about that. It's not about judgment, because judgment never helped anyone. Judgment never changed anything. Judgment destroys and shames. So therapists, psychologists, and coaches don't shame your patients or clients. That's not okay. If they want to believe something, explore that belief with them. Try to understand and show them a different angle, but always give them the choice to choose whatever they want to choose. It's never anybody else's job to try to convince you of doing something or what's wrong or what's right. You are entitled to believe whatever you want. You are entitled to believe and take on a path wherever suits you. You got to trust your intuition. You got to trust your soul. You got to follow your heart, your desires. The problem is if you don't have desires. The problem is when you don't feel like you know who you are and what you want. That's the issue. Because that will prevent you from knowing what path to take. It will prevent you from growing. It will prevent you from taking the path that you meant to take. And that is your way and your job to find out. Not through shame though, and not through guilt, not through manipulation. That never meant to work. You're free and you have the choice and options to choose from. I don't know where would I be if I didn't believe in that statement. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And at 10, I didn't take it literally. As I said, it just gave me the hope I needed at the time. It gave me and reminded me of the strength that I could connect with at such an age. And I still, to this day, I still see a huge value in that statement. Even though from psychological point of view, from psychotherapy point of view, I know it's not quite right, that statement, but it's not only right if people will try to take this literally. If you try to understand something so powerful only with your logical mind, with your intellect, that is the issue. Because some statements like that, existential statements, for example, these are the statements where we have to understand them with our heart, with our instincts, and with our intuition. Listen to your heart, not always try to understand everything logically. Not everything needs to be scientifically proven. The best science is your own self, your own emotions. You know deep down what you need. Deep down you know what path to take, what you need. You might be afraid of taking those steps, and that's a different story. But that doesn't mean you don't know. You always know. We all do. I'm always for empowering people. I'm always pro for empowering and building that inner confidence, inner strength that doesn't come from ego, that doesn't come from logical mind, but something that comes from your heart. And there are people who don't have to agree with my statements. They don't have to agree with my beliefs. That's okay. I'm not here to convince you of anything. What I'm trying to say and remind you of your own freedom. You have the choice to choose whatever you want to choose. You have the right to believe in whatever you need to and want to believe. And on top of that, don't forget of your own inner strength. Don't forget of your abilities to heal. Don't forget of your abilities to trust yourself, to trust your intuition. Don't be afraid of wanting something, of desiring something. That's all okay. So, let me know what you think about that statement. Let me know what you think about the statement of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I'll be very curious of your opinions. Thank you very much for listening. And if this content resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe my channel. It will help me grow. So thank you, and I see you around. Bye.